Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome to another happy hour hang. I am so happy that y'all are here. I'm so happy that we are together on another Wednesday, another happy hour hang, you guys. How are you? Let me know what's going on. My hair looks crazy. Clearly tonight is a hair wash night. You guys, we have so much to get into on this live happy hour hang. A lot of tea. We're going to be talking about Quinn from Selling Sunset, a little Vanderpump Rules, because I know there are a few of you who love Vanderpump Rules tea. We're also going to be talking about a follow-up in regards to Morgan Wallen. Have a follow-up for you guys about him after his chair throwing incident. Also, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, a Royals update. We're talking a little bit about King Charles making a decision that shocked a lot of people, and also a little insight into how Harry is feeling in regards to his previous friendship with Kate Middleton. It sounds like he's kind of reflecting on where they're at, obviously, now that Kate is going through her own health situation. We're also going to talk about Paris Hilton. I have an update about Noah Cyrus for you guys. Also, Kanye West and Bianca Sensory are allegedly thinking of expanding their family. We're going to get into that. Also, you guys, actually major Bieber tea coming today. New report from The Sun giving us insight into where the Biebers stand when it comes to divorce, how they feel about divorce. And honestly, it was an eye-opening report, and I can't wait to discuss it with you guys because I feel like it's going to open up a bigger discussion of, do you stay in a situation just because of your religious beliefs, or if you're unhappy, do you actually leave? And I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. It's some really interesting tea. I was like, okay, I feel like this is actually going to spark a really big discussion with the House of Hill, which y'all know I live for when we have big discussions. I also do have a Tavis update. So Jessica, I see you're in the chat. Make sure you tell Nan we got a lot of Tavis tea for you to give her. I saw some of you checking in being like, Jessica, how's Nan? I hope, Jessica, that Nan knows she is now all of our Nan now. So I do have some Tavis tea for you guys. Also, then we're going to get into this Selena Gomez, Blake Lively debacle again, because we have a new report that's giving us even more insight into this alleged rift that Selena Gomez has with Blake Lively. And this is a lot of tea, you guys. Apparently this source is claiming that Selena is jealous of Blake. I obviously have some thoughts and feels about this. The thing about some of these reports is, you guys know, we have to look at them, we have to sift through them together, and then we have to kind of decide what parts we're going to really look at and analyze. But I will say there is some consistency going on with this report, and y'all know I'm all about consistency. I feel like if we are consistently hearing the same things, some of it has to be true. So there is some consistency with this report, so we're going to get into it. Also, I want to shout out Dolores. Hi, Madison, after watcher here from Nambia. First live for me. I am so happy that you made it to your first live. And I also want to take this time to shout out all the other after watchers in addition to Dolores. Hi, how are you, after watchers? We love you. We see you. Thank you for always joining the conversation. Thank you for always watching. You guys know that we would not continue to be here every Monday and Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time if it was not for our after watchers. Also, shout out to all of our international House of Hill members. Dolores fits in that category as well. The fact that you guys stay up late, wake up early in the morning, are just at any time, we have good news coming in from Nigeria. Love you back. The fact that you guys somehow find time in your day to make it to these happy hour hangs, whether you're watching live or after watching, Maria coming from Germany. Thank you guys for staying up, for waking up early, doing whatever you need to do to support me and be a part of the House of Hill. We love you, we see you, and we're all jealous. Marie said 1 a.m. girly. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Know that we're all jealous and we all wish we were somewhere. Well, maybe not, I don't know. I always am want to travel. I'm always wanting to go to Europe ever since going to Greece last year. And I have been to London once before, but I was younger. I have the bug. So whenever I see where you guys are watching from, I'm always like, I want to go there. 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 And I would totally do a map pointing out where everyone in the House of Hill lives, but y'all, it would take us the full hour and a half of sometimes me trying to find the locations, and that would just be embarrassing for all of us. Okay, you guys, also I have my little mocktail obsession. You guys, I'm truly obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with the little cranberry juice and lime bubbly water. I now look forward to it every time we sit down for these happy hour hangs. I'm obsessed. Also, the other thing I wanted to present to you guys, so if you watched yesterday's pop-off, I talked about when we were checking in that I was not doing a shambong with champagne yesterday during the pop-off because I wanted to go out and go for a run, because y'all know I'm trying to be on my health journey. We've talked about this during the happy hour hangs. And so then afterwards, I posted a photo of myself actually holding to my word and going for my little run walk on the community tab, and a lot of you responded to it. And I saw someone say that we should start a little health fitness challenge in the House of Hill. And if y'all would be down for something like that, let me know, because I need accountability. And I think not even necessarily about like losing weight, more so just a health like challenge for us to just want to feel better and, you know, be the best versions of ourselves. Because for me, I definitely just want to feel good. Like, I feel like I'm always putting exercise last. That's always my last priority. So I feel like if I have to be accountable to y'all and like prove to y'all that I'm sticking to my word, I personally would do probably better. So if you guys are interested in starting like a little House of Hill fitness support group or just like health support group, a health challenge, I'll put a vote in the community tab and we can decide if we want to do like 30 days together where we just like check in, make sure everyone's feeling good, make sure we'll set goals, like we want to move our bodies 4 times a week, and we can just like check in with one another and do that. Just another way for us to connect and have fun. So if you guys would be down for a little House of Hill challenge, check the community tab. I'm going to put a little vote in there, and then we can all do something together. So I would really be down for that. I hope y'all would be down for it too. I am seeing some people be like, yes, I'd be down. So I'm living for this. That would be so, so fun. Canna Grandma said no sugar Monday. Honestly, we can do that. I will admit I will struggle a little bit with that, but maybe we can find like a healthy version of that. A healthy sugar. So like strawberries. I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, Layla, I'm glad you love that idea too. We also have people watching from Pakistan. We have Italy in the chat, Gabriella. Okay. We also have South Africa in the chat. Yes. Amani, I'm sorry that you're feeling emotional, but also don't feel bad for feeling emotional. There is nothing wrong with being emotional. I personally feel like I go in waves of being emotional. I don't want you to feel like you should feel bad about being emotional. Just know that we love you. We're here for you. We have your back. And whatever you have going on, try to forget about it for the next hour, hour and a half, because you're hanging out with the fam. This is fam time. And I hope that we can bring a smile to your face. We see you. We love you. We got you. We also have Brazil in the chat as well. Nicole said we would love a fitness group. Okay, cool. I'm living for this. You guys, really, 2024 is our year. It really is. Even though I feel like it's been a little rough for me personally these past few months, but I feel like we're really starting to cook with gasoline. We're gonna do our health group. I'm here for it. I love it. Community building epic turtle. You are absolutely right. Freaky Walrus said, I need to cut down on the adult beverages. I would love a good substitute recipe sesh for things we like. Freaky Walrus, what I'm doing, because you all know I love an adult beveragino myself, I'm trying not to have any adult beveraginos during the week. Like, at least Monday through Thursday. I'm trying to say absolutely not, try to stick with it. But honestly, if you want a little, like, fun weekday mocktail, try this. It's just a little cranberry juice with lime bubbly seltzer. And it's like a healthy cranberry limeade. Now, I'll admit, it is no Sonic. And if you have Sonic in your area, you know. Sonic is a fast food chain. Their cranberry limeades, unmatched, especially with a little adult something added in. But this is like a healthy, cranberry limeade. And honestly, it hits a spot. It hits a spot. Chris Beth said, I made it. This is the second time I've made it. I'm a newer subscriber and already love this community. Genuinely look forward to these. I joined the gym also. It's contagious. Okay, Chris Beth, hello, hi, welcome. I'm so happy you're a new subscriber. And it sounds like you're already on board, hopefully, for us doing a little fitness challenge together. So I don't want you to feel like you have to commit to too many House of Hill things too soon, but hopefully you're moving that way. Hopefully you're moving that way. Welcome. I am so happy you're here. And then we have someone said, so strange I can watch you live, but when I go to YouTube on my TV to watch the live, it doesn't come up. Y'all know, I wish I could do something about that. I don't know. It's sometimes with the YouTube technology, I'm unfortunately at YouTube's mercy when it comes to that and the notification system. People are always like, I didn't get the notification. Y'all, I wish there was something I could do, but the best way to make sure you are on time for these live happy hour hangs is to just set an alarm yourself. I know it is a pain in the buns, and I'm so sorry about that, but unfortunately, there is no other way that I can think of to make it work because I can't control the YouTube notifications. I also want to shout out, hi Cass. Caroline is here as well, just home from my mom's, made it in time. Yes, I'm so happy you made it in time. Canada Grandma, thank you for reminding me. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're here and you haven't done so yet. Amani, vertical lives will always still be a thing. I'm going out of town tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll do one this week. Yesterday, I did a pop-off instead. I'm trying to balance out the lives and the pop-offs because I know some people in the House of Hill aren't a huge fan of the lives, so I'm trying to kind of find the balance. But maybe, honestly, we're going to be flying tomorrow, but maybe we could do a little vertical live from Seattle. Maybe I could convince my sister because I'm going to be with her too and Mama Hill. I don't know, you guys. Let me know. Should I try to convince them? We're going to Seattle for a wedding this weekend. So maybe we could do a quick vertical live from Seattle tomorrow. My birthday is April 24th, so it's coming up. And Tamara's comment is sending me into an LOL. Okay, Tamara said, Madison, quick question, random. Did you ever learn to ride a bike? Tamara's been rocking with me for a long time because she remembers that I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know if this is embarrassing. You guys, we're really learning a lot about me today. And then I promise we're going to get into the tea because I know all 157 of you are like, Madison, love talking about your personal life, but we came here for the tea. I am going to get into the tea. But Tamara, I have not taken up bike riding, to answer your question. Still don't want to as of right now. I know I need to because our family from Texas, when we go on vacations together, they always want to go on bike rides, and I'm like, I'll take the golf cart. You know what I mean? But no, Tamara, to answer your question, I have not learned how to ride a bike yet. I haven't. So for me, the bike riding is still a no, but I should because I feel like that would be a good way to exercise for the health challenge. Okay, Jocelyn, I'm happy that I'm not alone. And Amy said my daughter has not ever learned to ride a bike. Rides horses, but never a bike. Okay, that's like me. My friends make fun of me because I was like, I didn't ride bikes. When we got older and when I was like around 5th grade, the neighborhood we moved into, you could ride golf carts. And so my parents let me drive the golf cart, and that was so fun for me. Jelena, why I never learned how to ride a bike, I don't know. I think it's because I'm a control freak and I didn't like the fact that I felt not in control of the bike. I don't know, Jelena. Baby Madison, you guys, she was type A out of the womb. Like I was type A out of the womb, and anything that I felt like I was not in control of, I was not about. Cass, do not feel bad about drinking wine while we're talking about a health challenge because red wine is good for the heart and champagne prevents dementia. So whenever someone's trying to give you a hard time about drinking red wine, say you're working on your heart, and if anyone gives you a hard time about drinking champagne, say you're preventing dementia, okay? We're doing our part. Health looks different depending on the day. You know what I mean? And I'm just giggling about the bike riding. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one. So glad. And no, I haven't used the detox tea in a while, Tamara, but Honestly, I might use it again. I know people like hate on it, but I am someone who's really bad at drinking water. So if I have flavor to the water, whether that's tea or lemon or mint or something, I always drink more water. So I don't know, maybe I'll get back on that. That did help me drink water, honestly. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the tea because I see I've been chatting and catching up with y'all, and I know some people don't like when I talk too much at the beginning. But we had a lot to check. We had a lot to, discuss. So for those of you who are just tuning in, you guys, we're going to be talking about Quinn from Selling Sunset. We're going to be talking about Vanderpump Rules. We're going to be talking about Morgan Wallen, Gwen Stefani, and Blake Shelton. Big Royals update. We're going to be talking about Paris Hilton, Noah Cyrus, Kanye West, and Bianca Sensory. Big Bieber update, big Bieber tea, and then some Tavis tea, and then we're gonna get into this Selena Gomez, Blake Lively situation. Okay, you guys, so kicking things off, talking about Quinn from Selling Sunset. Her husband has now officially filed for divorce. Now remember, her husband was the one who was arrested after an alleged domestic violence situation. She filed and got a restraining order against him. Now he has officially filed for divorce. This is according to documents obtained by Radar Online. And the kicker is, you guys, when filing for divorce, he is also now demanding full custody of their son, despite the fact this man has to stay 100 feet away from the son because of Christine's protective order. So when Christine got this restraining order against the husband, it covers her, the son, and the 2 dogs. So I don't really know how this man plans on getting full custody of the son when there is a protective order against him. Boy has lost his mind. Michaela, understatement. Christine's husband cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for divorce. There was no mention of his arrest, obviously. Also, it doesn't sound like they had a prenup, which is interesting. I would have thought that he would have made her sign a prenup, but no prenup was mentioned in the divorce filing. And also, he did ask the court to terminate Christine's ability to seek spousal support. So he is not wanting to pay Christine monthly anything at all, which I think it's funny because he, in the divorce filing, also said he's not seeking anything from Christine. And I'm like, yeah, because you were the one who had the money. I'm not doubting that Christine also has a bag as well, but I just think it's funny that he's already trying to cover his bases and not pay her any spousal support. Also interesting, you guys. So the two actually, according to the divorce documents, got married in 2021, not in 2019 like we all thought / watched on our TV screens. So it's interesting because when Selling Sunset initially aired, 2019, we saw Christine's wedding go down. And everyone thought that's when they got married. But according to his divorce documents, the two actually didn't get legally married until 2021. So I also thought that was interesting. I was like, that feels a little different. Like, we thought they got married in 2019, not 2021. So honestly, it sounds like their marriage is smoke and mirrors so far, Jelena. That's the tea. It'll be interesting to see what happens. This guy, you guys know, I've always been suspicious of him. I've always gotten ick vibes from this man. Of course, he's the first one to file, even though he's the one who allegedly sounds like is causing the most drama. But at the end of this, I really just hope that their son is okay. Whatever is best for the son happens, and hopefully him and Christine can figure it out. Bold move for him to file for sole custody when there is a literal restraining order against him. Like, insane. Amy said, I don't think he can legally prohibit her from seeking spousal support. My question for full custody is this: are you filing for the benefit of your child, or is this a power move? Amy, that's the tea-filled question right there. And I think we obviously can all speculate the reason for his filing. In my opinion, I feel like he's doing it as a power move. But again, that's just my own opinion, and it looks like Naomi agrees. Michaela said, you can tell me when we're all glued to what's going on because the chat is slow. LMAO. LMAO. I love it. That is, I always know when you guys are like listening and then you're going to give your opinion because the chat goes like silent for 2 seconds and then everyone starts weighing in. I do love that as well, Michaela, because it's like, we can't believe Christine's husband is doing what? And it's so true. Definitely a power move. Definitely the start of more drama. Y'all know I've been saying I think this is a situation that's just going to keep growing and growing and growing and growing before it fully combusts. And I think it's only going to get worse. Oh my God, Taylor. Good evening, House of Hill fam. I'm usually an after watcher. Glad to be here tonight. So of course I had to share the love. This community is honestly the best. I absolutely love you all. I feel like I personally know you all and Madison. So proud of you. Taylor, hi. Oh my God. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an after watcher. And I'm so happy that you got to tune in live. You do personally know me 1,000,000%. And I'm glad that the feeling is mutual because I feel like I personally know all of you. And so I now feel a lot less creepy. So thank you, Taylor. And truly thank you for being a part of the House of Hill. Because of people like you, that is why I get to sit up here and have fun. And so I really, really love and appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I'm so happy that you were able to make it live. Like, that's how I know today's going to be a good day. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. Taylor made it to the live. We have new subscribers making it to the live. The House of Hill fam is growing and I am living for it. So thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you can feel it. And we absolutely are besties. Again, I feel like I personally know all of y'all here in the House of Hill. And that's why, again, I always say, I know I'm biased, but we are the coolest community here on YouTube, you know? It is what it is. That's just the truth. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and talk about Vanderpump Rules, because I know we do have some Vanderpump Rules people in the chat. We're going to be talking about Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor. Now, for those of you who don't watch Vanderpump Rules, and you're like, who are these people again? Because I feel like we've talked about them. Jax and Brittany are the couple that is now separated. People were thinking it's for PR. And they're also the couple that's on that new spinoff show called The Valley. Now, also, this is the couple that, remember, I think the last time we talked about them, I told you guys how in an earlier season of Vanderpump Rules, this man was caught on tape cheating on her and talking about how he never wanted to marry her, how he wasn't attracted to her, how he never wanted to have kids with her. And then she forgave him and ended up marrying him and having a baby with him. This is that couple. So Brittany, they're currently separated, okay? She's living in an Airbnb. But Brittany has been doing a bunch of interviews and a bunch of press because she's promoting their new reality show, The Valley. And during a recent interview, you guys, Leslie, we're going to be talking about Stassi right now. During a recent interview on Not Skinny, Not Fat, that podcast, Brittany was asked about her husband, Jax, liking a comment that he should have married his ex-girlfriend and their ex-castmate, Stassi Schroeder. To Leslie's point, Brittany had no idea that this man publicly liked this comment. So when she was asked about her husband liking a comment on Instagram that he should have married his ex-girlfriend, she nervously started laughing and then said, "What? He liked it? Very weird. That's so creepy." Now, my question for you guys is, how would y'all feel if your significant other was out, that you're separated from, but you're still married and you have a kid together, if they were out here liking comments or engaging in a conversation that they should have married their ex instead of you? How would you feel about that? Because I'll be honest with you guys, I would be like, you know what? If you want to go be messy and talk about how you should have married someone else, be free. I will sign on the dotted line. Thank you so much. I will amicably co-parent with you, but it's going to be a no for me. Like, I would just not be about that behavior. Layla said, divorce, babe, divorce. Jules said, typical Jax. Absolutely. And Michaela said, I would be in jail. Leslie said, oh, hell no, his clothes would be in the yard. That's how I feel too. Jelena said, I could care less if we're done. He's exposing himself as an a-hole and only validating my argument. Jelena T. Epic Turtle said, wow, that's so hurtful. He put her through hell, making her move to LA and then getting a breast augmentation. Divorce, babe, divorce. Epic Turtle T. And then Trixie Star said, I've been watching for 5 months now, and holy moly, how did I not realize that you were on... No, I wasn't on Siesta Key, but I know that there is a girl named Madison who looks like me who is on Siesta Key, but I was not on Siesta Key. I've not ever actually been on reality TV. I just know people who are on reality TV, but I've never been on reality TV. But thank you for thinking that I was. Michaela said, after I pushed your baby out, I'd be in jail. That's how I feel too, which... part of me is like struggling to have sympathy for Brittany because this man did so many terrible things to her before they got married that I'm like, girl, what did you expect? But then the other part of me is also like, wow, she really thought this man changed, married him, had a baby with him, and he still sucks. That really is unfortunate. I just feel like Jax, and I've met him. He is exactly how he is on TV. Been around him, was trying to tell me that I should bring my friends to his sports bar to watch the show. I feel like Brittany needs to go ahead and let this be done. That's just me. But obviously we'll see. I just cannot believe that he was out here liking comments on Instagram that he should have married his ex. And then he was being asked, and then Brittany was being asked about it. Like, that's insane. April said she needs to find a real man. April, I just feel like she needs to find somebody who is down for her and only her. You know what I mean? And just like in her corner. It's crazy. I'm not surprised. Here's the thing about Jax Taylor. I'm never surprised, but I'm always like, just when I think you couldn't go lower, you go lower. You know what I mean? It's never like you're fully surprised. You're just like, wow, you went lower. That's crazy. Ash said, would you ever go on reality TV? It would have to be a very specific show. I wouldn't just go on any show to go on reality TV. I don't have the desire that deep inside me. It would have to be like, it would really have to be something like The Circle, maybe. It would really have to be a show that I'm like, okay, I'm down for this. I'm passionate about it. Let's do it. Because you guys know I have big I want a talk show. I want all of these things. So as long as it feeds the future career goal, I'm down. But if it's something that could possibly take away from the future career goal, then probably not. But as long as it feeds that goal, I'm down. But if it doesn't, maybe not. April, my friends have wanted me to go on dating shows. It would depend on the dating show. I don't know, actually. I'm so picky. I don't know. It depends. For a second, I was like, I think I would go on Love is Blind, but then marrying someone that quick, I don't know. I don't know. I go back and forth. You never know. Okay, let's go. True Colors, right here. Right here. For a second, watching this current season of Love is Blind, I was like, I don't know, maybe. But then after seeing how messy this season ended up turning out, probably not. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, you guys, and talk about Morgan Wallen. Because we have a new report from People magazine following the news of his arrest in Nashville. For those of you who guys forgot, Morgan Wallen was arrested after he threw a chair off of a bar balcony and it came tumbling down 6 stories and landed near some cops. Really classy behavior. So we have a new report from People magazine that a source is claiming that alcohol is really the root of the issue for Morgan Wallen. We've been knowing, you know what I mean? We speculated this on Monday, but now we have somebody confirming. The source said, quote, Morgan is a generally nice, fun person to hang out with, but when he gets going, he doesn't know when to stop. The insider continued saying, quote, Morgan and alcohol is a problem, and it's been a problem that keeps coming back around. Now, remember after that chair tossing incident, he was arrested on 3 counts of reckless endangerment, and a misdemeanor for disorderly conduct. Allegedly, he is facing some prison time for this. Like, he could go to prison over this. But legal experts have weighed in saying it's unlikely that he'll go. But for me, I think the issue with Morgan Wallen is this is not the first time he's been arrested. This is not the first time alcohol's been an issue for him. And if this doesn't make him rethink his relationship with alcohol, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? I see Jules saying alcohol and a horrific temper. And it's weird because there's also footage of him like flirting with somebody before it even happened. So I wonder what made him escalate to the point of hurling the chair off the balcony. I know that the source told Page 6 he was upset about his ex-fiance eloping and marrying someone else, but then another source said, no, it's just, you know, once he has a little too much, he does things he shouldn't be doing. But you guys know I'm not a fan of Morgan Wallen. I've never been a fan of Morgan Wallen. I know people like his music. I honestly haven't really given his music a chance because I have never liked his behavior publicly. His arrest, him spewing racial slurs, now this chair incident. On Monday, I really went in. I said I feel like he has trash behavior. And truthfully, I still feel like that, you know? I do hope he gets whatever help he needs. I'm laughing. Leslie said typical man. April said yes, he needs to get some help for it. Amy said Morgan has a problem and he needs someone in his circle to step up. His behavior is escalating and the next scenario will be worse. Michaela said he's going to drink his career away if he doesn't get it together. And that's how I feel as well. I feel like he's kind of coming to a crossroads in my opinion. And this crossroads is you either do what you need to do, man up, get the help, and change your behavior, or you don't, and the next incident for sure lands your tush in jail. But you guys know, also on Monday I said, if you're someone who likes Morgan Wallen's music because you feel like he's more traditional country, go look up Cassius Culpepper on TikTok. That is somebody who I feel is old school country and who deserves the fame and recognition for their craft and for their music, unlike Morgan Wallen. So Cassius Culpepper, look him up on TikTok. If you're someone who likes old school country, I feel like this man deserves your follow and your support over Morgan Wallen. Just my 2 cents. Go look him up. He's really, really good. True Color said, it's like those people that drink too much and think they're funny, but they just become really annoying. I know exactly those people you're talking about. They're the people who think they're the loud. There's always one at every wedding too, but they're always the person who like thinks they're hilarious and the coolest person in the room. And it's like, no one's laughing with you. We're laughing at you and it's cringy. I know exactly what you're talking about, True Colors. I feel like there is one at every wedding. Maybe it's just the weddings in Kansas City, but let me know, weigh in. Do you guys feel like when you go to a wedding, there's always that one person who is way more hammered than everyone else? And they're on the dance floor and they're being extra and they think that they're cool. And it's like, no one's thinking you're cool. We're all cringing at you actually. Sarah said, my boyfriend is friends with Morgan. LOL, Morgan was quite a nerd in high school. Okay, Sarah, don't let your boyfriend watch Monday's episode because I fully admittedly went really hard on Morgan Wallen. So don't tell your boyfriend about Monday's happy hour hang. I did drag the man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna own up to my behavior. I absolutely dragged him on Monday. And that's interesting to find out that he was a quiet nerd in high school because I feel like now as an adult, he's coming back with a vengeance. Like he is really trying to break that stereotype of what he was in high school. That's crazy. Wow, insane. Robert said, I'll just listen to Jelly Roll over Morgan Wallen. Really quick added tea. This is not on the rundown, but I wanted to let you guys know. I also recently saw Jelly Roll was on Tana Mojo's podcast, and he said that he had an opportunity to meet Diddy when they were both guests on one of the late night shows, and he actually declined meeting Diddy. And he said he just had a feeling he was a bad guy. He didn't want anything to do with it. That was a picture he didn't want public. And I thought that was really interesting because we were really hyping up Jelly Roll on Monday's Happy Hour Hang. And I told you guys I love him. He had a hard life. I feel like he's overcome a lot, but he never forgets where he comes from, and I really respect that about him. He wants his daughter to have a different life. And I just thought, wow, how crazy that we were just talking about Jelly Roll, and then I see that he was on Tana Mojo's podcast and he declined to meet Diddy. And he said part of the reason he declined is because whenever somebody from Diddy's circle came up to him and was like, do you want to go meet Diddy? He made a joke about Tupac. He made a joke that he wanted to meet the guy who, Tupac, and nobody laughed and it was really awkward. And he was like, bad vibes. I don't need to meet Diddy. And honestly, such a smart move. Such a smart move. You know what I mean? He knew. I don't know what hindsight he had, but he knew. Someone said, love him even more now. That's how I felt too. I was like, see? We knew that Jelly Roll should be part of the House of Hill. We knew it. He gets the vibes. He gets the vibes. Jelena, definitely an odd joke for sure. But I feel like knowing Jelly Roll, well, I don't know him personally, but kind of knowing his personality and the fact that he would make a joke like that, I feel like he didn't mean anything bad by it. But yeah. Absolutely crazy. So shout out to Jelly Roll. Okay, let's go ahead. Jelena said he has way more courage than I do. Well, I think he didn't think it was true, but then when he said it and nobody laughed, I think that's when he was like, ooh, okay, I thought that was a joke. Apparently not a joke. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and talk about Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. Yo, we have not talked about Taylor yet, so I'm going to move through and keep going. We're on Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. Then we have a Royals update, a little bit about Paris, a little Noah, Kanye, Bieber's, then Taylor Travis, then the Selena Blake Lively tea. So Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. Gwen Stefani addressed Blake Shelton divorce rumors, you guys, during a recent interview with Nylon. She admitted to going through times of insecurities where she questions if she's getting older, if she's cute. She went on to say, quote, in my own relationship, even though I know the truth of what's happening today, you still create drama in your own mind about your insecurities and what might happen. I was in that phase of the relationship with Blake and getting paranoid. Ultimately, though, she said the two are good. She said, quote, the truth is I am in love with my best friend and all that ish I'm thinking in my brain, that's all it is. I'm overthinking. So if anyone saw rumors about Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani getting divorced, they are not getting divorced. Gwen Stefani's just having a few insecurities. She's overthinking a bit, but at the end of the day, they're best friends and they're fine. What do you guys think about Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani? I'm just curious because I used to have really strong feelings about them at the beginning. Now I feel like I don't really care. But at the beginning, I was very anti Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. I was very hardcore team Miranda Lambert, even though now I feel like she's done some things that I don't love. Like when she called out that fan at her show, the fans for taking a photo, I'm like, eh. I also am not a big Blake Shelton fan. Dreamhaven. Okay, you guys like them. Okay, I love it. I live for it. But I feel like they really do love each other. They've grown on me more, but at the beginning when they first got together, I was not about them in the slightest. But honestly, now I feel like they're married. I am honestly too, I respect Gwen Stefani for being open about having insecurities that I feel like all women have. You know, we all have the feelings of like, are we getting older? Or do we still look like we did in our prime? Like we all have those moments of insecurities. And to hear that Gwen Stefani goes through those same things and goes through those moments of overthinking and has to check herself and remind herself that she's married to her best friend, they're Gucci, everything's good. Honestly, like it made me look at their relationship in a new light and I respect it. Leslie said, everyone loves Blake Shelton. I met him at The Voice and he was so nice, genuinely nice. Cass said, Gwen deserves better than Mr. Bushman after he cheated with that nanny, and I didn't know much about Blake before and they seemed cute together. Storm Cloud said they both had spouses and they cheated on them. I know, people are saying the cheating was both ways, but I think it's just because I was like, oh, you guys, I've seen Miranda Lambert like 3 times in concert. I was a hardcore Miranda girly before all of this. Before the selfie incident where she called out people for taking photos at her concert. But honestly. So that's why I was never a huge fan of Blake and Gwen Stefani. But after hearing her talk about this interview, I'm happy that they're good. I'm happy for them. Like Rebecca said, I love them together. And I feel like it's a good thing. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. I'm laughing at Amy. I was too invested in his relationship with Miranda. I realized I honestly had to distance myself. Amy, I was very invested in their relationship too. And also me when talking about Taylor and Travis. And also, hi Noelia. I'm so happy that you made it to this live. And Chris, I agree. A lot of divorce rumors this year. And it's only April. You know what I mean? Also, happy birthday to Miss Mika's son. Happy birthday. Okay, you guys, moving on. We're going to get into this Royals update. According to a new report from Us Magazine, you guys, everyone is surprised to see King Charles leaning on his brother Prince Edward and his wife Duchess Sophie amid his cancer treatment. So for those of you who missed it, Prince Edward and his wife Sophie recently stepped in for King Charles and appeared on his behalf at Buckingham Palace for the 120th anniversary of the Entente Cordiale. It's a major historical military event. 120th anniversary. Normally, King Charles would be the one to do this. People thought Camilla was going to do this event solo. But to many people's surprise, King Charles trusted Edward and his wife to be there for the event. And I guess this was a very shocking move, okay? And people are saying this marks a shift in the royals' roles. Obviously, I think this shift is happening because of King Charles's health. Kate Middleton's obviously not doing well either, so I feel like that's why this shift is happening. But I also was kind of surprised. I feel like Edward and Sophie are two members of the royal family who are kind of always just chilling. So to see them have to step up and go to this public event, I was like, huh, wow, okay. Obviously, he can't ask Andrew to do it. Jessica said he won't go near Andrew, which I don't blame him. Yeah, can you imagine if he had Andrew do this public event? Absolutely not. Also, for those of you who are into the Andrew scandal, because he was connected to Jeffrey Epstein, there's a new movie called Scoop on Netflix. That's all about a scripted version of how the BBC got Andrew to sit down for that really explosive interview where he talked about being friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Highly, highly recommend. Also, we have a new report, you guys, from the Mirror, where a royal expert claims that Harry is likely feeling, quote, torn and regretful over losing his bond with Kate Middleton. Because prior to his relationship with Meghan Markle, him and Kate Middleton did get along. They were friends. This expert said, quote, Harry really misses that warm, uncomplicated relationship, and he is torn between loyalty to his wife and regret about the loss of the woman he was close to. So what do y'all think about Harry? I see you guys saying you're also a little skeptical about Edward. But YouTuber said, I really like Edward and his wife. I think this is a good move. They seem relatable, which the British royal family needs right now. What do you guys think about Harry allegedly feeling conflicted over obviously being loyal to Meghan Markle because that's his wife, but also feeling sad about losing his friendship with his sister-in-law? What are our thoughts? Kim, hi Maddie in House of Hills. Sorry so late. My little dog had surgery today and it went much worse than planned. He's extremely swollen, bruised, and in a lot of pain. I will go back and forth, back and watch. Love to all. Kim, someone who just went through this, my heart is going out to you and your dog. Please do whatever you need to do. Oh, there is nothing more stressful than when our fur family members are going through it. So Kim, we are praying for you. We are sending you love. We have your back. Please go do whatever you need to do. Oh my God, that makes me nauseous. Ooh, Kim, please do whatever you need to do. We are sending you so much love and prayers. Thank you for even checking in with us. Like, you didn't even have to do that. So I'm sending you so much love, and so is everyone in the House of Hill. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. But Kim, we're sending you love. We are sending you so much love. Lynn said, don't believe this about Harry at all. Really? Really? You don't think that he feels any sadness losing his friendship with Kate? I kind of feel like I believe it a little, which I know y'all are going to be like, Madison's naive because she loves Prince Harry, so of course she's going to believe this. But the only reason why I am prone to believe this is because Kate Middleton is going through that health scare. And I feel like if you ever were going to reevaluate your relationship with somebody, it's during a time like this. Like when Kate is sick, I could see him reevaluate, like, damn, all of this petty BS that we've all been fighting over, is it worth it? Like that's how I see it, and that's why I could see this being true. But I don't know. Just my own 2 cents. I could see it being true. And I feel like it would probably be a conflicting situation of like your loyalty to your wife who maybe doesn't really get along with Kate, but then also feeling like you want to check in on Kate and that's still your brother's wife at the end of the day, you know? I don't know. I feel like it could be difficult. But again, that might be me being naive because I do like Harry. Superstar Bella said they treated Harry like he would never find someone to love. They always wanted him to be second best. Oh, that's for sure the tea. Absolutely the tea. Jelena said, I could see him having this reaction with his father, but his brother's wife. See, I almost could see this more with Kate because they had a friendship. I feel like Harry carries a lot of resentment towards King Charles because of things he did in the past, but I don't know. I do feel like deep down Harry's a good person. I know people are going to drag me for that. Sorry, I can't help it. I do think deep down Harry's a good person, and ultimately I do feel like he wants everyone to come together. I just don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I do think ultimately that's what he wants. Cass said he did have a relationship with her before Meghan, just saying tea. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and talk about Paris Hilton, because Paris Hilton is being questioned by fans for not showing any photos or videos of her daughter, London, despite showing her son, Phoenix, on social media. Now, Paris did say she is going to show London soon, but we have a new report from Life and Style magazine where a source said that Paris has gotten very private as a mom. The source said that after people criticized Phoenix's appearance, remember people were saying that Paris's baby had a big head, and she clapped back. The source said that after people criticized Phoenix's appearance, Paris, quote, wants to protect her daughter from the spotlight as long as possible. What do you guys think about Paris Hilton being more private as a mom? Me personally, I 1000% get it. I'm giggling. Imani said I didn't even know she had another baby. Yeah, she had another baby via surrogate, little girl. Baby's name is London. I get it, especially after seeing how people reacted to Phoenix, but she is still showing Phoenix on social media. I personally, after people were making fun of my baby's appearance, I would have been like, no. She is still showing him on social media. I totally understand her taking her time to show London. And I also think too, after watching Paris's documentary and how much like PTSD she has from the paparazzi and the public always commenting on her life, it 1,000,000% makes sense to me that she is going to be a private mom. Like that's seems very on brand. Betty said, of course she's private and protective. Mary said, Phoenix is so cute. Really don't understand what's there to hate. Because people just are the worst. I don't know how else to say it. People are just the worst and love to comment on any little thing. I also think it's weird that you're going to comment on a baby's appearance and like make fun of a baby's appearance. I feel like you need to go touch grass, but you know how people are. I mean, the internet is just the absolute worst. Ash said, can we please talk about how her husband does not see his tween daughter? So sure, we can talk about it. There is rumors and reports out there about how her husband, when he got with Paris, just kind of completely left his old life behind and doesn't see his first child. These are rumors and reports out there. And obviously, you guys know I'm not about that. I drag Tristan Thompson for that all the time. I don't think you should get to pick and choose which child you're a father to. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's something that he's going to have to live with. And I would think that Paris would want to encourage him to reach out to his other child. And I mean, that's really all there is to say. I feel like if you're a dad, you have to be a dad to all your kids. There's really no excuse or reason for you not to be. You don't get to pick and choose. You know what I mean? Especially if that child wants to be in your life and the mother wants you to be in the child's life. I think it's different if the kid wants nothing to do with you and the mom wants nothing to do with you. Again, this is all alleged, obviously. This is just rumors and reports out there, but I feel like there's nothing else to say. If you are a dad and your kid wants you to be a part of their life and the mom wants you to be a part of the kid's life, you don't get to pick and choose. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Maybe that's also why Paris is like not putting the kids out as much as well, to kind of stop those conversations. Cass said, showing love now because these kids are fighting with balloon hockey sticks and one hit the wrong way and this will be a damn mess. Side note, my youngest was called Megamind because of his head. He grew into it. He's smart AF though. So Cass is like, y'all stop dragging Phoenix. He is a baby genius. Cass, I'm dying, living for it. I feel like babies have big heads all the time and they grow into them. Like they're growing humans. So Cass, thank you for bringing awareness that Phoenix is going to be fine. I am wishing you luck with the kids and the hockey sticks. And remember, put on, what was the show? Put on Baby Shark. I feel like Baby Shark is what we said Monday. That was a good distraction. I think that's what it was. Definitely check it out. Leslie said Paris did post a pic today. So there we go. We can all go look at London and nobody dragged London's appearance, even if the baby has a bigger head, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Really quick, talk about Noah Cyrus. I just want to give you guys this little update. She did post a clap back after liking Liam Hemsworth's photo on Instagram. She posted a clap back to her Instagram story and then deleted it. She said, there's no greater joy than seeing y'all get so angry over the dumbest ish. It's so entertaining and so funny. I personally didn't know that anyone was mad at Noah Cyrus for liking Liam Hemsworth's photo. I felt like it was a very clear petty move. It was very clearly her way of showing that she's upset with Miley for siding with Tish over the Dominic Purcell situation. So I didn't see anyone get angry over her like, but maybe people were. But she posted that clap back and then deleted it. I feel like she should have left it up, you know? If you're gonna do the like with your whole chest, post the clap back with your whole chest. Michaela said, now Miss Girl. I'm like, I felt like nobody was mad, you know what I mean? But maybe people were. I don't know. You know how the internet is. Jelena said, maybe she's directing that message towards her family in regards to being angry. Maybe. Honestly. T, that's a really good point. Adrian said, I heard a blind item that she slept with Liam. Y'all know how I feel about blind items. I don't know, especially the ones on TikTok. I feel like people just want to join the conversation. So you really have to be careful with blind items. If she slept with Liam, then I guess she can't be mad at Tish for stealing her man. But if she did sleep with Liam, I mean, I don't even want to go there, you guys. I literally can't. I can't even go there because that is just too much mixing of the fams. You know what I mean? I can't even, my brain can't comprehend. Cass, I'm giggling. Cass said one more, Jax pooped. Jax is giving you a run for your money today. Jax is giving Cass a run for her money. He knows when the tea is hot. And that's always whenever he acts up. That is so funny. I don't know, you guys. I don't know about Noah and the Liam tea, but I will say I think Noah liking Liam's photo definitely confirmed to me that there is turmoil in the Cyrus family and Noah is upset with Miley and her mom, for sure. That much has been made clear. And they are something else, Mary. T. Mary said, good Lord, the Cyrus family is something. They really are something, honestly. And you couldn't even script this if you wanted to. Like, that's how insane that family drama is. It's absolutely insane. But let's go ahead and move on and get to this Kanye West and Bianca sensory tea. Then we're going to talk about the Biebers, Tavis, and then Selena and Blake lively, because I want to make sure we have time to get into all of this. So talking about Kanye West and Bianca sensory, y'all, they are allegedly wanting to work on expanding their family. If y'all thought the Cyrus family was too much, wait till you get into this tea. So, new report from In Touch Weekly, and this is not the first time we've heard this. Remember, Kanye's friend spoke to TMZ and said him and Bianca want kids. So, new report from In Touch Weekly after his friend spoke out about this. Apparently, Kanye and Bianca are looking to have kids, and all of Kanye's kids that he has with Kim are on board. The source said, quote, even North, who really likes Bianca, is excited about getting a new sibling. The younger kids were asked if they'd be happy with another little brother or sister, and they're all fine with it. Apparently, Kim has also heard of Kanye's plans, so this insider said that she's also started to prepare the kids for a change in their family dynamic. The source said, quote, Kim has also told the kids that daddy might have another baby with his new wife, and that baby will be their new sibling. So everyone is in the loop and knows what to expect when it does happen. Y'all, do we think Kanye needs to be expanding his family? Do we think him and Bianca need to be having babies? He already has 4. He already has 4 babies with Kim. Here's the thing. I have no room to tell anyone what to do with reproducing. Obviously, if Bianca wants to bring babies into this world, God bless her. That is obviously her right to do so. But it does seem a little crazy to me that Kanye wants more kids. I just feel like 4 kids is a lot of kids, especially in California. It's expensive here, but obviously he has the money to do it. But just absolutely crazy. I also just can't even imagine Kim sitting down and being like, so daddy might have another baby with his new wife and that baby's gonna be your sibling. Like, what? It's just crazy. It is absolutely insane. Caroline said, we said that together. Sacred Space up. Oh, you're catching up on your life, Caroline. I'm sending you love. I know you are going through it. I see you, and I'm so glad that everyone in this chat is supporting you. So glad. Gigi said, have you clocked the report on Law and Crime that there's a giant lawsuit against Kanye for a whole bunch of different types of abuse? Yes, we've been talking about those a little bit in regards to his Nanda Academy. I mean, again, Kanye has a lot going on, and I feel like adding a baby to this mix just feels like craziness. Andrea said, but girl, homegirl can't even leave the house wearing clothes. She recently was seen out, Marie, in that complete see-through dress. A lot of you are saying no. Some of you are saying yes, but mostly a lot of you are saying no. Imani said, definitely an insane topic to have with your kids. Robert said, I don't want another Kanye in this world. Epic Turtle said, Kim is somewhere rolling her eyes. Jessica said, if Kim did say that, it was sarcasm. Jules said, Wes shouldn't have any more. He's got a huge ego and wants more of him here. And then Unserious said, does he even spend that much time with all of his kids? So that's an interesting thing to bring up, because I do feel like he spends the most time with North. He did see the younger kids on Easter. Him and Bianca took the kids to the movies. But I don't know. When I saw this report about them having a baby, I was just like, I just feel like that is unnecessary. But again, I feel like I would be a huge hypocrite as a woman, you know, saying what someone should or shouldn't do with their uterus, because obviously it's Bianca's uterus. Whatever she wants to do with it is what she should do. But it just feels crazy that we're having this discussion, especially because we've heard so many reports about Bianca's family not loving her relationship with Kanye. So to hear that her family's not on board, and then to hear that her and Kanye are considering having kids and have like talked with his kids about having kids is just a crazy thing in my opinion. And I can't believe that we're at this point, but we're at this point, you guys. Priscilla said, kids are a blessing when you don't have your life together completely. Then you need to rewind and start over. Bringing kids into this world of theirs is not safe. Also, kids are a huge responsibility. You know what I mean? Adrian said, whenever I see Bianca, she reminds me of a Sims character for Kanye. LOL. Samantha said, who are we to say he can't have kids with his wife? Not our business, honestly. Why do we care this much? We care this much because we're a little nosy. But at the end of the day, you're exactly right. Like I said, not our place. But it was a very interesting piece of tea that I felt like we needed to discuss 1,000,000% because I saw that and I was like, oh Lord, okay. This is what we're doing today. Okay, you guys. Moving on to talking about the Biebers. Also, we have 333 people in the chat right now. Make a manifestation. Okay, you guys, moving on and talking about the Biebers. Okay, big, interesting tea. Also, there are over 330 of you in the chat. If you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so because if people have not gotten their YouTube notification, it will absolutely help them get their YouTube notification. YouTube will know that people are watching and are engaging, and your fellow House of Hill members will thank you because they'll get this notification before we get into the Bieber, Taylor and Travis, and then Selena and Blake Lively tea. Okay, the Biebers, you guys. New report from The Sun. It sounds like the Biebers are still going through a difficult time. The source said that Justin and Hailey are not separating, but they have been going through a, quote, tough time. This insider went on to say, quote, divorce is not an option for them as it goes against their religious beliefs. They're working on their marriage. According to the source, neither Justin nor Hailey have moved out, but they do occasionally spend time apart and stay with family or friends, but they are focused on staying together. The source ended their insider info saying, quote, sometimes space can be a good thing, and it seems to be working for them at the minute as they figure things out. What do y'all think about the Biebers allegedly feeling like divorce is not an option because it goes against their religious beliefs? Here's the thing. I was raised Catholic, so I know obviously divorce is not, divorce, honestly, you know what? Throw the religious beliefs out the window. Nobody wants to get divorced, whether you're religious or not. I personally am religious. I personally have a relationship with God, but regardless of your religious beliefs, nobody wants a divorce, right? Let's just throw that out the window. Nobody wants a divorce regardless. At least I don't think so. But for me, what makes me sad to hear is if people really are unhappy and they really are not in a good place and they are feeling trapped and feeling like they can't leave because of their religious beliefs, that's where I struggle. Because I feel like at the end of the day, God would not want you to be unhappy. And if your way to no longer be unhappy is to get divorced, I feel like that's okay. And so that's what makes me sad when I hear that. I'm like, okay, divorce isn't an option because of your religion. I totally 1,000,000% get that. But I also don't feel like you should stay in something just because of religion and just because that's the only thing that's keeping you there. You know what I mean? That's what I think makes me sad to hear. Again, though, like I've told you guys, I don't think they're getting divorced. I've been saying that since the beginning. I've never thought that they were getting divorced. I think they both are in this relationship. They're both clearly fighting for it. They're doing whatever they need to do, even if that means spending the night separately sometimes and then coming back together. They're working on their marriage. They want their marriage to work. But I just, hearing that divorce is not an option for them because it goes against their religious beliefs, that just made me a little, I was like, I want to hear that you're not getting divorced because you're just like really committed to working on the marriage, which they are, but that part I didn't love. You guys talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. Amy said, my family is Baptist and super conservative. There were so many layers to the issues and they saw that they did come around now and are now supporting me. That's just how I feel. Jada and Will are Scientologists. Hailey and Justin are not. Hailey and Justin belong to Hillsong, which is like a Christian, kind of like a non-denominational religion or non-denominational church. It's more just like Christianity. But they do take their religion really seriously. They do. And I think that's great. Again, like I said, I am a religious person. But I believe in my gut as well that God would not want you in an unhappy situation. That's just, that maybe that's my own personal relationship with him. You know what I mean? But that's what I believe. And it makes me sad to hear that people feel like they have to stay in a situation regardless of happiness because their religion says otherwise. And so again, when it comes to the Biebers, I do not think they're getting divorced. I do think they're working on their marriage. Again, obviously, I think we all agree they really are going through something. Too much smoke for there not to be a little bit of fire. Like I said in yesterday's pop-off, I believe their tough time could be because of several things. Mental health issues. Diddy, I think, is causing a little stress in their relationship. They got married very young. Careers, conversations about kids. Like there's a lot of things that could be putting a strain on their marriage. And I hope that they, in addition to working on their marriage, are also making sure that they are individually happy as well. Because I don't think you can be happy in a marriage if you are not individually happy as well. You know what I mean? Just my own 2 cents about the situation. Let's see, Bebu said, they get married for the wrong reasons and they're trying to save so hard, something that doesn't have strong foundations. Sad for both. Robert said Justin definitely needs to defend Hailey more. Too. The Cosmic Valkyrie said, I thought the Smiths just educated themselves on Scientology and they decided not to join but follow some of the beliefs. As far as I know, the Smiths are Scientologists. As far as I know. That is what I have always thought. They are just not very vocal about them being Scientologists, but no, as far as I know, they are Scientologists. I guess I'll say allegedly just to be safe, but as far as I know, they are. Brittany said, to me, it seems like Hailey is caught up in the idea of having some epic love story where love overcomes all. I can see her giving up because people will bring Selena into it and she doesn't want to lose. Jelena said, why did Hailey look at trial separation then? Doesn't add up. You know, Jelena, I think that report about the trial separation was being a little dramatic, but I think that report was more so going into them spending time apart, because this report is saying they do take space. They'll spend nights separately from one another. And maybe they're not labeling it a separation, but they're taking space whenever they need it. So again, I feel like that actually kind of goes with the consistency. Hailey thinking of a trial separation, needing a little space, and this source saying space is good for these two and they're taking it when they need it. I just think they're not putting a label on it. Like they're not putting a label on the space is what I'm getting from the situation. It sounds like their relationship's over. I don't think it's over. I think that they're going to work on it and they're going to fight for it. And I really think they both want it to work. I think Justin wants it to work and I think Hailey wants it to work. And again, like I said, I hope they just are fighting for it for the right reasons. And in addition to fighting for one another, they're fighting for their own individual happiness. Truthfully, that's what I hope for both of them. And again, I say that loud and clear. I never would wish anyone to get a divorce. I want Justin and Hailey to last. I want them to be married forever. Anyone who thinks that Justin would want to get back with Selena and Selena would want to get back with Justin, that is dead. That is never, ever happening. So I really hope that him and Hailey last, honestly. I hope that they are okay. I hope they can work through this. I will say we're getting a lot of smoke for there not to be fire, but hopefully they'll work through it. Ghost said she knew that their relationship was rocky and that's why they didn't have any kids yet. She knew that their relationship was rocky and that's why they didn't have any kids. I mean, I don't necessarily, I think that there's a lot of reasons why they haven't had kids. And you might be right, Ghost. You might be spot on with your theory. I think there is a lot of reasons why they haven't had kids. And I think that if they are not in a good spot together, then they for sure shouldn't have kids right now. And I know we've gotten reports about Justin being like very pro, ready to have kids, and Hailey being the one who's like, no, I'm not ready yet. But I am with you. I just feel like if they're both not on the same page, it is not a good time to bring a kid into the world. You know, you really should make sure you are having a solid foundation, to your point, before you bring in any other kids. And in my opinion, before you bring a kid into that relationship. Jada said, Hailey followed a TikToker that posts pregnancy tips and newborn tips. I think they are very far from divorce. Absolutely. I think they're far from divorce as well. I think they're far from divorce. I don't know about the babies. I don't think she's pregnant, but I do think they're far from divorce, honestly. I agree with you. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, move on and talk about Tavis. Let's get into this Tavis tea, this TNT tea, and then we're going to move on and get into the Selena and Blake Lively of it all. New episode of the New Heights podcast, you guys. Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce interviewed Lil Dicky. And Lil Dicky, you guys, is a Tavis stan. We love to hear it. Travis said that he is having a blast in life, just flying high and enjoying it all. Lil Dicky was he was being serious, but he also said he feels like Taylor and Travis's relationship is like a high school movie. He said he feels like he's watching the most popular football player and the most popular musician come together and actually fall in love and love each other. And he said it feels so American, which I was dying because you guys know one of my friends said seeing Taylor and Travis makes her feel patriotic. So Lil Dicky, Tavis stan, Travis said that he is having a blast in life, flying high, enjoying it all. He said that he's enjoying bringing new lives to the football world and opening the football world up to new lives. And Travis also joked that he has no clue how he pulled Taylor. He said, quote, I don't know how I did it because she wasn't into sports. I don't know how the F I did it, but we all know he literally manifested that relationship. He put it out to the universe that he wanted Taylor Swift to have his number, and the universe delivered. And I am just obsessed. I love hearing that Travis is happy. I love hearing that Lil Dicky is like, if you are out here saying you don't like Taylor and Travis, you're lying. I'm just here for the whole thing. Also, Miss Ann, thank you so much, Miss Ann. That is so freaking sweet of you. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning into the live. Thank you for being part of the House of Hill, Miss Ann. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wubdub said, I just wanted to say hi. Now I'm off to class. Met you in undergrad, and now I graduated grad school. Wubdub. Okay, I feel kind of old, Wubdub. B, that is incredible. We really have been on a journey together. I am so freaking proud of you. Go have a fantastic class, learn lots of things, and then come back and let us know what you learned. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Wubdub. We've really been on a journey together. A freaking journey together. Chris said, we helped Travis get Taylor tea. Jocelyn said, I think he didn't mean it literally. He doesn't get how Taylor likes him for him. Oh, Jocelyn, absolutely. It was not a literal thing. He was kidding. He was like, I don't know how the F I pulled it off. Like, I don't know how the F I did it. Obviously, he knows she's in it. He is in it. But yes, he was definitely joking. Cass said, definitely watching this. Jax is causing a scene right now. Can't hear Ish right now. Cass, of course, Jax is doing this during the Tavis tea. You know, he knows. Like I said, Jax has an ear for the good tea. He knows when to throw a fit. I'll give it to him. I will give it to him. Jelena said, I mean, Taylor Swift is the it girl right now. Oh, 1,000,000%. And he knows he's got a good thing. Also, too, someone did send in a tip to Dumois saying that Taylor visited Travis on the set of his commercial here in LA. So between the new podcast episode, Taylor visiting Travis on set, they were also seen having a date night in LA. Between all of those things, Tavis is alive and well, you guys. They're going strong. Also, we have someone from Korea watching. Thank you, May, for tuning in. That is incredible. I'm jealous. Korea's on my list. You know I want to go into a Korean convenience store so badly. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the sweet compliment. I love that you're here. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead. Yes, and he has a new TV show as well. He's killing the freaking game. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Selena Gomez, Blake Lively, Taylor Swift situation. Buckle up. If you're here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please, please, please go ahead and do so. If you've been waiting for this tea, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so you guys know, was it last week that we talked about this? Last week was when we had the first grumblings of a Selena Blake Lively beef. Not so much beef, but just that they're not each other's cup of tea. The initial report was from Daily Mail, and now we have a more in-depth report about Selena and Blake coming from Life and Style magazine. A source claims that Taylor has tried, quote, many times to broker peace between Selena and Blake. This insider said that Taylor thinks it's silly the way they carry on, especially because, quote, the two don't even know where all this hating began. The source echoed what the Daily Mail source said, saying that Taylor prefers Blake's company when she's ready to party and have fun, whereas Selena is more of Taylor's confidant when it comes to talking about more serious things. But what's crazy, you guys, is this insider said, quote, truth is, Selena is insanely jealous of Taylor's friendship with Blake. Apparently, the source claims that Selena and Blake can be, quote, extremely petty at times, and it's starting to stress Taylor out. What do we think? Do we think that Selena is insanely jealous of Taylor's friendship with Blake? That part is where I'm struggling a little bit. I don't necessarily think Selena is jealous of Taylor's friendship with Blake. In my opinion, I do think that Blake and Selena are not one another's cup of tea. And I do believe, because we're consistently hearing it, that Taylor has a different friendship with Blake than she does with Selena. And I don't know why that's a bad thing. I don't know why people try to paint that as such a negative. I think that's actually very normal as you get older, and I think that that is not unheard of. Again, I believe now at this point, Selena and Blake don't mess with one another, but do I necessarily believe that Selena is jealous of Blake? Not really. Maybe the thing that Selena is not jealous, but like looks at Blake and kind of wishes, oh, I wish I could do that. Maybe Selena sometimes wishes that she would be the friend Taylor calls when she wants a fun time and when she wants to let loose, and she maybe gets jealous of the fact that she only calls Blake in those scenarios. Maybe that's the jealous point of it all. But do I think that she's like genuinely jealous of Taylor and Blake's bond? No. I think Selena knows she holds a very special role in Taylor's life. Blake knows she holds a special role in Taylor's life. And I think it does probably suck for Taylor a little bit that she can never bring them together. But I feel like if anyone can handle having friends that serve different purposes, it's Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Chris said Selena can cause drama just by herself and Blake doesn't want that. I don't really think either of them are causing drama. Like, I still believe if they were in the same room that they would be cordial with one another. Blake's a mom. She's not going to throw down with somebody. Selena's booked and busy and unbothered. She's not going to throw down with Blake Lively. I just believe that they just like don't mess with one another. They're not each other's cup of tea. That's the best way I can say it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I saw someone say, oh, Michaela said, I can see Blake being a little possessive though. I mean, Not wrong. I could see that too. JP Love said, also remember that Blake doesn't get along with the Blair Waldorf actress on Gossip Girl. And that actress is an introvert. That, I think, is a good point there. Also, 333 people. Make a wish. Make a manifestation. I do think Blake comes off as somebody who has a very larger-than-life, fun personality that sometimes people who are a little quieter like Selena can feel a little too much. Overstimulation. You know what I mean? You know how some people are overstimulating? I could see Selena thinking that Blake is a little overstimulating for her. And that's no shade. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, being an adult is realizing you like some people more than you like others. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is okay. I also know when we talked about this the first time, some people were like, I don't believe Blake's a party girl. She's a mom. I don't think that she's the one who Taylor calls to have fun. And y'all, just because somebody is a mom and has 3 babes doesn't mean that they can't let loose and want to have a good time. Blake Lively, when seeing her at those football games, 1,000,000% gives me the vibes that she loves a mom's night out. She gives me the vibes that when the kids are home with Ryan or the kids are home with a babysitter, she is having a mother effing time. And there is nothing wrong with that. Moms can have fun still. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean that you can't be a party girl on your night off. There's nothing wrong with that. And Blake Lively, 1,000,000% strikes me as that kind of person. I want to party with Blake Lively. I love Blake Lively. I love Selena. But I do see how they are different and how they might not necessarily be one another's cup of tea. Because I could see Blake being like, oh my God, Selena's kind of a wet blanket. And Selena being like, oh my God, Blake is like way too freaking much. She's at a 12 and I need her at a 2. Nothing wrong with that. That's being an adult. The only person who it sucks for is Taylor, who is caught in the middle and is like, am I inviting Blake out tonight or am I inviting Selena? Do I want to have 6 Cosmos at dinner or do I want to have a big, deep, heart-to-heart conversation? You know what I mean? So I feel like it does stink for Taylor, but it's not necessarily anything bad on Blake's end or Selena's end. Autumn said, Madison, I don't like how they are trying to spin the article. These women don't need to be jealous of each other at all. Blake and Selena are at different levels of fame. Oh, Autumn, 1,000,000%. And that's why I love the House of Hill, and that's why I love these happy hour hangs, because we can take the tea, we can take the info, and then we can sift through it and kind of take the clickbaitiness out of it and sift it down to what we think is actually going on. You know what I mean? Because of course, Selena being jealous of Blake and Taylor's friendship is gonna get people to be like, wait, what? But really, when you look at this for what it is, it's adult friendships. Taylor has adult friendships with Blake and Selena. They serve different parts of her life. She has different friendships with each of these women. They don't really mess with one another, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Brittany said, Selena has a very different celeb status compared to most. She's up there with Kim K, Beyonce, Taylor. I think a lot of the Disney girls get a hard time. I missed it. Oh my gosh. Brittany, I missed your comment. The chat went crazy all of a sudden. The Disney girls get a hard time from regular actresses in top box films. Maybe. Cass said 1,000%. I mean, I don't anymore, but I'm almost 40, so that's why. Mama's tired. But no one should judge a mom who wants to party and have a night away, as kids scream behind me. Oh, T, for sure. That's what I just thought was funny. A lot of people when we talked about this the first time, were like, I don't think Blake can party. She's a mom of 3. And I'm like, you guys, moms can party, okay? Like my childhood friends, you know, the Spicy Girls, we were recently going through photo albums of our parents' 40th birthday parties, and they were getting wild. They were wild. There was lingerie in photos. One of the dads was taking pictures of the mom's boot, like through their shirt, like they were taking shots. Just because you're a parent does not mean you can't have a night out and have a good time. I'm telling you. I've seen it with my own two eyes of my parents, and I stand. Honestly, it made all of us, all of the childhood friends, feel better because we're like, thank God we can also have a good time even when we have kids. We're all still going to be doing the same shenanigans. So I don't judge Blake Lively for being that way at all. They had a good time, you know what I mean? But again, when it comes to Selena and Blake, I just feel like they're on different pages. Not the same kind of girl. And I will say I do feel for Taylor for being caught in the middle and having to be like, am I inviting Blake tonight or am I inviting Selena? I do think that's tricky. I think that's hard. But if anyone can handle it, it's Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? She can handle it all. Amy said everything Taylor does is always being photographed. She probably has to be extremely mindful when she goes out. Oh, 1,000,000%. Also, though, Taylor has drunkenly been caught on camera. Remember, this was a couple years ago when Drunk Taylor went viral, like videos of Drunk Taylor. Also, think of Taylor at every award show. You know, girl loves a cocktail. Girl loves a good time. But I also feel like she loves staying at home, having a glass of wine, and getting into deep conversations. And when she wants a night like that, that's when she calls Selena. You know what I mean? I really think this report is trying to make it seem like a bigger deal than it is. But I do now firmly believe Selena and Blake don't F with one another, and that's okay. It does put Taylor in a little bit of a tricky spot, but like I said, I think if anyone can handle it, Taylor can. All right, you guys, that is all the tea that I have for you. Tabitha said Taylor drinks beer at football games. Yeah, Taylor chugs beer at football games, and we love to see it. You guys, is there any other tea that we need to discuss? We still have over 300 people here after 85 minutes, almost an hour and a half of being live. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Brittany said, imagine she invites them both and doesn't tell them and locks them in a room until they figure it out. Tea. Now that would be crazy. But honestly, maybe then they would be forced to figure out their differences. You guys, any other tea, any questions you have for me before we wrap anything up? JP Love, I love you. Sacred Space, love you. Unserious said, do we believe Noah slept with Liam? I don't believe that Noah slept with Liam. And that's because my mind cannot comprehend any more Cyrus family crisscrossing. So I hope that Noah did not sleep with Liam, and I don't believe that she did. Cass, go make the kiddos dinner. Thank you for being here. Amani said, do you have anything on Gypsy Rose? No, other than I did see a report today that Gypsy Rose and her husband do not have a prenup, which is not surprising. No prenup, and so they were saying that they will have to split some of the money she made on the Lifetime deal, but not all of it. They filed in Louisiana, which is a community property state, so they will have to share some of that money, but I don't think it's going to be a contentious divorce. Like, she's letting him keep the dog. He is a middle school or high school special education teacher, so she hasn't been out of prison that long. I don't feel like there's like a lot of money for them to be fighting over, hence why they probably didn't have a prenup. So hopefully everyone will be respectful of one another. She's hoping that it's going to be a pretty amicable divorce, so we'll see. Yes, Gypsy Rose did also get a nose job. She did get a nose job. Kimby said, help, who has the best drinks at Disney? If you're talking about Disneyland, my favorite drinks at Disneyland in California are, I love the Regulator from from Avengers Campus. I think it's Pim's Tasting Lab. I also love that you can get champs, which I know isn't a cocktail, but you can get champs in California Adventure. I also love the cucumber cooler in downtown Disney at Splitsville. Those are my favorite drinks at Disney. Regulator, cucumber cooler from downtown Disney at Splitsville, and the fact that you can get champs anywhere in DCA. My favorite. Yes, Caroline, please give your mom our love. Send her our love. Tamara, It's almost been an hour and a half. Isn't that crazy? It goes by so fast. I always feel like people are going to get bored of me talking for so long, but it does go by so fast. All of a sudden, I'll look up and I'm like, how have we been? It feels like I just started a few minutes ago. Georgina said, Madison, can I get a birthday shout out for my daughter, Aurora? Her second birthday is Monday, so I'll miss the happy hour hang. Georgina, yes. Happy birthday, Aurora. Have a fantastic, fantastic birthday. We love your mom, and also I love your name. I love the name Aurora. Yes, you're welcome for the drink recommendations. Sacred Space said, Madison, what do you think of the writer of the OC writing a new Legally Blonde TV show? I loved the OC. I am skeptical of a Legally Blonde TV show because I feel like the movie was so iconic, but because I did love the OC, I'm willing to give it a chance. I am willing to give it a chance. So we'll see. We will see, but I am skeptical. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. Shireen said, Madison, you need to cover the Tiana Taylor divorce. I heard her husband stole $4 million from their joint account. Yipes. I'll definitely look into that for Monday. $4 million from their joint account. He's being added to the junk punch in public list if that's the case. That is insane. Imagine going through a divorce and someone's stealing $4 million out of your joint account. I can't wait till I have $4 million in my joint account, but that is crazy and that really, really, really sucks. Anything else? Oh, someone said try the Black Pearl drink at Cove Bar in DCA. I'll have to remember that for next time. Also, you're going right now during Food and Wine, and Food and Wine is such a good time to go. Great new foods. Definitely go try the empanada from the Peppers Caliente booth. Chef's kiss. Maria said, is there a new show about the Kardashians? Not to my knowledge. Still filming their reality show. Sacred Space, can I get a birthday shout out? It's this Friday. Sacred Space, happy early birthday. Oh my God, I hope you have a fantastic day. Having a birthday on a Friday is truly iconic. So happy birthday. You know, we talked about on our health journey, we're not having the alcoholic beveraginos Monday through Thursday, but Friday, fair game. And it's your birthday. So if you're into that, celebrate. If you're not, try the mocktail of cranberry and bubbly lime. Happy birthday, Sacred Space. I hope you have the most fantastic, fantastic, fantastic day ever. And on that note, you guys, I will say, if you're not following me on Instagram, can you please do so at I am Madison Hill 2Ds. Also TikTok as well, you guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notification bell's on. Make sure you are sharing the House of Hill with people in your life who love celeb tea. That way we can grow and do more fun things together. And on that note, you guys, have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for being here. I love y'all. Promise me that you will be here for Monday's live happy hour hang at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Pinky promise I'm going to see all 250 of you on Monday. And on that note, you guys, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Have great dinners. If you're just starting your day, have a great day. Yes, Kelly, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And on that note, y'all, happy birthday to everyone who is having a birthday. The rest of the Aries, we're getting ready to start Taurus season. And on that note, you guys, have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your evening. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.